Welcome to Azor the Lawbringer. As far as opening hand goes, yes, I love it. We're going to keep on this in a heartbeat. We've got Brawl's Expertise, Cultivator's Caravan, got our mana base established. Yeah, this is just absolutely beautiful. Let's get our the chat popped up. You too. Best of luck to our opponent. Should be a fun matchup. I'm really excited. Actually, I'm really excited about building Tatyova. That's something I definitely want to get going. I was going to get the graveyard popped up. I was going to lead off with the irrigated farmland. That's fine. That'll give us Glacial Fortress coming to play untapped, and then we'll be good to go following that. We're playing Azor, the Lawbringer, the official Banhammer. You know, injured in a big rig accident. Call Azor. He's the Banhammer. He'll take care of you. I was going to go for Sorcerer's Spyglass. All right, so we're looking at Cradle, the Accursed, Gearport Orrery. Oh, yeah, I need to add that in there. I kind of threw together a Tatyova deck, but that's actually really good. Life Crafter. Servant of the Conduit, and the Mending of Dominaria. Let's go. I think we can actually name, unless they're mana abilities. Yeah, actually, we're not gonna be able to name anything off of that. Let's go ahead and name Nissa. Need to see what UG Nissa is, but I think that's what we want to name off that one. Steward of Elements. Okay. Steward of Elements. So we're going to name that one off that one. That way, you know, if they do have it, they at least draw into it. At least we can kind of stop that from being a really good tap out. I know I do have Nissa in my particular, yes, Tatyova deck. But yes, we're playing Azor, the Lawbringer. Mr. Injured in a big rig. Call him. It's going to be flying. Whenever it enters the battlefield, each opponent can't cast instant or sorcery spells during that player's next turn. Then whatever it attacks, you may pay X Sphinx Revelation. If you do, draw X cards and gain X life. All right, drawn to Jace, Cunning Castaway. I think it's actually, we're clear to go for Jace right at this point right now. Let's go and go for that. Jace is one of those fun cards you get down in Brawl that you can start working towards that -5. You know, if our opponent doesn't get any creatures down, you know, you can definitely deal with Jace. But once you get those copies of Jace going, it's some fun magic. I had like 4 or 5 copies of Jace the other night. Our opponent's going to cycle Desert of the Mindful. It's going to cross that off. They got the Void down too, and then Cradle of the Accursed. We're going to cross that off. Playing against Tatyova. Little B Druid over there. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Opponent gets down Life Crafter. That's going to at least leave Mending, Gearport, and Servant in their hand. All right. Let's go ahead and plus up on Jace. Get that. I just want to make it hard for our opponent to kind of deal with some stuff. Get the island down. And once again, I kind of want to get some setup going. We don't really have any way to counter, so let's go ahead and go for Cultivator's Caravan. Get that additional little mana going, and then anything else, we're going to pass the turn to our opponent. Now, unfortunately, it looks like our opponent's kind of stuck on a couple lands. I know I keep wanting to call it Yasova, but it's Tatyova. At least in my deck, I'm running about 24 lands, and I do have a lot of these good utility lands in here too, so... But I'm really excited to see how Tatyova does. Definitely going to be building it for regular Commander, and especially for Brawl. You know, having a good engine like Tatyova to really kind of get some good stuff going really makes a world of difference. All right, opponent's going to get down Gearport, or he's going to cross that off. See if they can't get some more green going, and then we'll be online for Spell Swindle or Secrets of the City. Let's go and go for -5 on Jace, and we're just basically going to be on the Jace game plan. Love it. We didn't make the lane drop for the turn. Let's go and go for Golden City. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to be online for that. Draw 3 cards instead. 8, 9. Yeah, we'll go and go for that. I'm okay with that. We're just going to be drawing 2 cards. Drawn to Evolving Wilds. Let's go and crack that. Let's go and get the planes onto the battlefield, and then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. But yeah, as far as the Azor deck itself, you know, there's not a whole lot super crazy going on in this Azor deck. It's what I would consider your traditional blue-white control style shell. You can see we've got some good value creature stuff like Cloud Blazer. Enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. We're going to be able to draw some cards. You can see we've got Jace out here. We're slowly getting more and more copies of Jace, slowly working towards that, and we'll be online next turn for that. And then we can, once we get enough Jaces going, put target spell or non-land permanent. That was, so I had F6 going. We could have stopped that, but that's okay. Sorry about that. Had F6 up and just completely kind of missed that one. We do have Brawl's Expertise that we can cast into Chart a Course, bouncing Life Crafter and Gearport back to the hand. Let's do this. Let's just going to bounce up on Jace. And then, yeah, we're just going to go and pass the turn. We could go for Cloud Blazer, but I really like, you know, if we can cash in Spell Swindle on our opponent's commander, that'll give us enough stuff to where we can really hopefully stabilize from there. And we'll keep our fingers crossed our opponent hits at least a green source so they can get down the commander or another source like that. All right. Looks like nothing from our opponent. Let's see what we draw into. Draw into Cultivator, that Cultivator's Caravan. Once again, I'm still going to go ahead and leave up Spell Swindle. Let's go ahead and -5 on Jace to kind of get those extra copies of Jace going. Oh, look at this. All right, so we're just going to keep doing this. Eventually what's going to happen is we can start making a lot of these these it gets these Jaces going. We start using those minus abilities to get some good stuff going. All right, anything else we're going to go and pass turn? Yeah, we're at a good spot to simply just hold back with Revolutionary Rebuff or Spell Swindle as we start ticking away at these Jaces. And so it looks like our opponent hit another island. Gilded Lotus, okay. Let's do this. I like having fun in Brawl, so we're not going to counter that one. The main reason for that is I just want our opponent to have access to their mana, because I really want to see Tatyova get some stuff going. So we're going to let them start rolling on that Server to the Conduit, and let's go ahead and go for a Revolutionary Rebuff on that one. They only have one more mana up. We're at least going to be able to counter that one. They're still going to have to pay that mana for the Life Crafter. At least we'll get rid of that mana dork and kind of going from there. And in fact, if you're new to Brawl and you came across my Brawl and you haven't seen any of my videos, I tend to play, little situations like that. It's not fun for us to, go for Spell Swindle and, maybe they're stuck on land. So hopefully they'll get their mana going and then we can start having some fun from there. We'll cash in Spell Swindle on something else. All right, let's go ahead and plus up on Jace. At this point now, we'll be able to get a few more Jaces going, and then next turn we'll really go for that. We have Negate, Chart a Course. Let's go ahead and go for this. Let's go for Chart a Course. Draw a couple more cards. Let's go ahead and get rid of Settle the Wreckage. Discard a card. Do we want to get rid of anything else in particular? No, we're going to get rid of Settle the Wreckage. That'll be a lot of card draw if Tatyova if we use that. So I want to get the planes down. Let's go for Cultivator's Caravan. And that'll still give us Negate to go for. And that'll kind of bust it open to where we can finally get down to Azor, tap out for Azor, and then kind of go from there. All right, we're going to get the Scry going. But at least with Jace Cunning Castaway, we're going to be able to get a few more going down, and then we're really going to start getting those tokens going. They're going to have that Illusionary. When they come to target, they're going to have to sacrifice it. But once we get those tokens going, and we can start using some of our other copies of Jace to make those tokens, whenever they deal combat damage to a player, they're going to be able to draw a card, then discard a card. It's really, really going to allow us to really kind of start cycling through our library. All right, opponent's going to get out an Excavator. Once again, we still have Negate to go for, so if they do get down something, we at least kind of negate the Mending of Dominaria. That way we can kind of get around that Excavator, because that would be pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that'll be just enough for that. And then I don't mind countering that one if that's what they're going to end up going for. If they're going for the Commander, that's perfectly fine too, but if they're going for Mending, and then I don't mind countering that spell off of Negate. All right, Cultivator's Caravan. Yeah, let's go and do this. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we're okay with that. Yeah, that's fine. Go for that. Get down Cultivator's Caravan. Add that 3 mana to their mana pool. They're going to go for Architect of the Untamed. Land enters the battlefield, you get 1 energy, 6 colorless. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll go for that. All right, get another land out of the graveyard for Desert of the Mindful. And we'll get that additional energy, sitting at 1 total energy. Okay, kick it back over there. All right, now we're finally going to start going for some of these Jace activations. Let's go and go for -5. I don't know what to do with all these Jaces. -5. It's like that lime meme. All right, let's go for -5. This is why I like Brawl, because you get to kind of do some stuff like this. All right, let's go and plus up. Actually, it's going for the -2. So we're looking at that. Anything else? We have Negate and Disallow up. I like leaving that up. We're just going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. Get the Commander pop down just a little bit, and then we'll see if we can get Azor down. It'd be great to get him down at this point right now, but we're actually in a better position now, not getting Azor down and leaving up Disallow and Negate. One of the main things you want to do in a blue-white control shell is get some good card advantage going, and once we get card advantage going, stuff like Jace and plussing up on Jace, we don't necessarily need to just windmill slam Azor the Gateway now. All right, let's go ahead and go for Negate on this one. I'm going to send that back. Counter target non-creature spell. I think we're okay. And if they do have a counter spell, we at least do have a Disallow or Spell Swindle to go and cash in on another spell. Spell Swindle, let's go and Spell Swindle River's Rebuke. Yeah, they're completely tapped out. There we go. We'll get an additional mana off that. They'll get 2 mana for the Negate. Yeah, we're okay with that. I'd rather cash in on that. All right. And this is what makes Brawl fun is you end up with these really fun board states. So we're going to actually Spell Swindle. The original one that's going to give us that 6 mana. They're going to have Spell Swindle on the gate, which is going to give them 2 more artifacts to get down. But we're still in a good position. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to be able to swing in for at least 16 next turn. Now, we do have to be careful because Jace's ability is not a May ability, so we need to do it at least once or twice. Only activate a few of them to make sure that we don't kind of mess some stuff up. It wouldn't be that good. All right, so we got 8 of those on the battlefield. We draw into Manalith. Let's go and plus up on 1 Jace. We're looking at 39 cards. It's going to be 8. Filtering through some of those other cards. We do have, I think we have a card that shuffles some stuff up. So we'll go for 1 more Jace activation. All right, let's go and push in with the crew. They do have flying. Oh, excuse me, they do not have flying. Dang it, I thought they had flying. All right, so that we're still going to go ahead and swing in. They can still chump block on a few of them. But we're going to go and swing with the whole crew, because what we could have done is Brawl's expertise, bounce some of that stuff back to the hand. But unfortunately, I thought they had flying, but yeah, we just missed that one. It is what it is. All right, swinging in for 12. I'm going to draw a card, discard a card. At this point, we're going to get rid of Manalith, because we will have that online. Draw a card, discard a card. We'll get rid of Meandering River. And then let's, oh, excuse me, I thought those abilities stacked. I'm just messing up all on this one. I thought it was for each creature. We'll go and plus up on that one. It's been a long day of recording, so I do apologize for some of those effects that we've gone for. Let's go ahead and go for, let's get down the relic. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Get that down, and we still have Disallow in the hand and Brawl's. Actually, in fact, let's go ahead and go for Brawl's expertise. No, we'll go and leave it up. You know, if they want to swing in, they can swing in one of the Jaces. That's fine. And then we can kind of stop whatever they're going for. That's going to give us a little bit more illusion tokens to start swinging across. And then we can actually use Disallow to counter Tatyova or something like that to kind of stop that extra value from our opponent. Okay, opponent's going to go for that. Let's go and go for Disallow. We've already seen River's Rebuke and Spell Swindle. So we can go and do this. It's going to be blue, blue, and then get the relic down. They're going to be able to pay that green if they want to. That'd be them tapping out for either Cultivator's Caravan or Gilded Lotus, but we'll see what else they're going to be able to get down. Okay, so we've got Sandworm Convergence. Creatures with flying can't attack you or planeswalker that you control. So I guess technically that's a little bit better that our illusions don't have flying. It's one of those, you see the illusion coming out of the water and it looks like it has flying, and I'm really bad about it. If a creature looks like it has a flying, I just assume that it has flying. So and it's not a really good way to operate Magic sometimes, but it is what it is. All right, they're going to end up with a 5/5 green worm token on the battlefield. Drawn to cancel. That's actually really good at this point in the game. Once again, let's go and plus up on Jace. It's going to allow us to still cycle through our library for some really good stuff. Okay, and that's going to be 6 activations. Let's go ahead and push in with the crew. Let's go for Brawl's expertise first, actually. I'm going to bounce Excavator and the worm token. It's me 1, 2. I'm going to tap out on Cultivator's Caravan and then that last Plains. All right, not going to cast cancel. Nope, we're okay. All right, let's go and push in. It's going to be the illusions coming across. It's going to be 12. Put them down to 6. Get those the Jace triggers. And we'll go ahead and get rid of Cloud Blazer. Get rid of that Plains. Actually, yeah, we'll go and hold on to Fumigate. I think I like that. We'll go get rid of that island. Get rid of Scavenger Grounds. Unesh. Yeah, we'll go get rid of Unesh at this point. And then, actually, yeah, we're going to go and hold on to that. So we'll go and get rid of Fumigate at this point right now. Okay, and let's go and go to our main phase. Let's go for Jace. Let's get a couple more illusion creatures on the battlefield, sacrificing those last 2. And then anything else, we definitely have that on. Let's go and draw 3 life and draw a card. Draw into Opt. Okay, anything else? Now we're going to go and pass turn to our opponent. So, depending on what they get out, we do have at least Cancel to kind of counter target spell. And we still have Commit to Memory. We are looking at 1, 2, we're looking at 8 total mana, so we'll be online Commit to Memory. We'll be able to kind of counter out whatever they got going on. And hopefully that should be enough for us to kind of, take care of our opponent's board state. Opponent's going to go for Mending of Dominaria. Put the top 2 cards of your library and then you return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, that's fine. We can actually let that go through. If they do hit a creature card and they bring it back, what we can do is simply just cancel or commit to memory off of that creature. But they're going to be able to bring Servant back in the hand. Our opponent's going to go for Architect of the Untamed. Whenever land enters the battlefield, do we want to cancel on that one? It's going to be 3 more cards. They can still tap out for tech. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for Targets. Yeah, we're going to go for cancel on that one. Just want to make sure the board's clear for us. That's going to be 1, 2. Let's say they get a ton of lands on the battlefield or something, end up with a lot of energy, get those tokens going. Basically, I want to keep that from kind of basically happening at this point. Opponent's going to go for Excavator, and that's going to be 1 more mana left. Yeah, well, actually, we'll go and leave up Commit to Memory. That's fine, because we may want to bounce something back, depending on what they have, or that's at least going to keep us online from stopping whatever sort of spell they might draw into. But at this point, they only have basically 1 mana up at this point, and that's going to be just 1 5/5 Sandworm Convergence token on the battlefield. They'll still get Field of Ruin, though. They get it down. Servant of the Conduit. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for... Yeah, we're going to let that get down, and we'll just go and bounce that token back to the hand. All right, opponent's going to throw up the good game. I'm getting it down Servant, and then we're going to be able to push past all of those creatures, especially once I get down that last little Sandworm token. Okay, draw 2 islands. Let's go and get the island down. Let's go and send the whole crew in. They're going to be able to block 3 of them, but we still got 5 coming across. There's going to be 10 total damage. All right. Send the whole crew in, get those Jace illusion tokens going, and a good game to our opponent. Good game, enjoyed it. Unfortunately, it looks like our opponent, missed out a little bit on that colored mana, but you can definitely see where, this format's a lot of fun to play. You could see that we got Jace down and got a lot of copies of Jace going. And, there's going to be some aggro decks, but when you play against some of the slower decks, that's what makes Brawl a lot of fun. You get to do a lot of fun things that you normally would never get to do in Standard and different formats like that. But if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.